You are on the COİN channel, and today we have a special video for everyone interested in the prices of rare coins. We will tell you about real finds that have already been sold at auctions for serious money. So be sure to watch to the end, perhaps you have the same coin. And we'll start with an interesting specimen, a 1931 Lincoln cent coin minted at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this seems like an ordinary coin, and it is indeed quite common in collections. But here's what's important. Its total circulation was not that large, only 4,480,000 copies. And by penny standards, this is very little. The variant with a small but clearly visible double die is especially valuable. This is not a super rare error, but it makes the coin much more interesting for collectors. One such penny, graded MS66 Plus Red by PCGS, sold for $816. To understand MS66 Plus Red means that the coin is in exceptional condition, bright red shine. Almost no signs of handling and just gorgeous appearance. Such a coin is not just a piece of copper. It is already a piece of history that has been preserved in perfect form. That is why it is so valuable both visually and in terms of collectible value. Now let's take a look at another interesting coin, the 1910 Lincoln cent from the San Francisco Mint. And here's the important thing. Even if it's not in the most perfect condition, but still in the uncirculated category, it can be worth hundreds of dollars. Yes, you heard right. So grab a magnifying glass and check your coin carefully. First, make sure there's a small S under the one in the date. Got it? Great. Now, look at the mint mark itself. If you notice another S peeking out from underneath it, you're holding a rare S over S repunched mint mark. Here's one such penny. Graded MS62 Brown by a Nax that sold for $725. MS62 Brown means that the coin has not been circulated. It still has the original mint luster, but over time it has acquired a brown tint. This is a natural patina from oxidation. Of course, there may be light scratches or small traces of storage, but overall, this is a real collector's item. Now let's move on to one of the most popular coins of its time, the 1958 Roosevelt dime, minted in Denver. Yes, it was a record mintage at the time, the largest number of dimes issued by the Denver Mint in its entire history up to that time. Because of this excitement, many collectors and even speculators began to put these coins aside, en masse, some in rolls, and some even kept them in canvas bags. All this on the wave of interest in modern coins that had never been in circulation, which began after 1955 and continued until the market collapse in 1965. 1958D coins in high condition are quite common today, especially in the MS67 grade. Some examples are even marked full bands FB, meaning that all the horizontal bands on Roosevelt's torch are clearly visible. This detail is an important feature for collectors. One particularly attractive coin recently sold for $2,200. In PCGS certified MS68 FB condition, MS68 is already almost perfect condition. And the addition of full bands makes the coin even more desirable and rare. Now let's talk about the 1982 Kennedy half dollar, which at first glance seems ordinary. Just another coin, so what? But here's the surprise. One of these examples sold for $2,600. What makes it so expensive and desirable? First, the mint condition. We are talking about a coin minted in Philadelphia, in rare and almost flawless quality. This beauty was graded MS67 by PCGS, which means it is almost perfect. Minimal flaws, a mirror surface, and sharp details. Interestingly, the US stopped issuing half dollars for regular circulation in 1982. That is why this year's coins, especially in their original form, have generated a lot of interest among collectors. Such specimens are not just money, they are a part of history and rarity, especially for those who collect modern coins of the highest quality. So, if you have a half-dollar coin from 1982 lying around somewhere, check it carefully. What if this is exactly the rare version for which they will give several $1,000s at auction? Now, hold on tight, because this next coin is truly mind-blowing. You may not even know it, but you may have a valuable 1966 Roosevelt dime at home. And we're not just talking about some small change. This dime sold for $1,800. What makes it so special? We're talking about a rare variety known as the 5 on the cheek, or as it's also called, the misplaced 5 variety. According to COINOps, this interesting error was first discovered by Robert Izan when he was looking closely at his 1966 SMS coin, and then on Roosevelt's cheek, he saw the number 5. Imagine that. Kim Potter from Caniculator examined this matrix and confirmed that there is indeed a clear trace of the number 5 on the cheek. The origin of this error has not yet been fully documented, but it appears to be the result of an error in the preparation of the die. This particular coin was graded SP66 on the PCGS scale, which means it is of excellent quality with minimal flaws. And, hey, it sold for $1,800. So, if you happen to have a 1966 Roosevelt dime, check Roosevelt's cheek. Maybe that's where your $5 and your $1,800 are hidden. And finally, a real numismatic masterpiece. Imagine you have in your hands an ordinary coin at first glance, but with an error that is worth more than a used car. We are talking about the 1983 Lincoln cent minted on a copper blank. Although, according to the standard, it should have been made of zinc with copper plating. This transitional error is very rare and essentially repeats the more famous error of 1943 with bronze prices. According to experts, the copper blank most likely accidentally remained in the mint bin since 1982 and was minted in 1983. Such a glitch is a $1 million rarity. The condition of this coin is 055 according to PCGS, that is, almost uncirculated. And yet it sold for $16,450. Slightly worn with a green-brown patina and a soft shine, it still looks like a treasure for any collector. If you watched to the end, you are really into numismatics, and you are in the right place. Thank you for watching. Your likes, comments, and subscriptions help us make even more interesting and useful videos. Take care of yourself. Good luck in your search for rare coins, and see you in the next episode on COIN, as